So it's a joint exercise. About 10,000 Army soldiers are participating, as well as Marines and Navy as well. Plus some international partners have come through and shared some experiences with us and hopefully learned from us the way we do things in order to take it back to their home country. Again, we exercised a large number of Air Force specialties, including aeromedical evacuation, tactical airlift. We saw an airdrop, the aeromedical staging squadron, and then the Army cache in conjunction with Global Medic. We saw a couple great demonstrations by EOD, and we try to emphasize the reserve units that are nearing their reserve component period, their RCP, in order to get ready for a deployment. So we get a little bit of everything, and we get recency for folks when they go out the door for their deployments.
At Young Air Assault Strip, we started by putting up our tents. We started with our living quarters, and then the next day we moved to building our ERPS 50 tent, which is where we work out of. ERPS is En Route Patient Staging Squadron. Basically, we're the middleman between the deployed hospital and a higher care facility in the States. They'll stabilize them at the deployed hospital, EMEDs. So they have radiology, they can do surgery. I mean, they can, prescribe medication. They have more doctors available.
So we're seeing some head lacerations, some head injuries, gunshot wounds, blast injuries, burns. Burns are big. I mean, blast and burns kind of go together. Some neurologic issues that can occur secondary to those things. Dehydration, actually, they're out, they got tons of weight on their rucks and their gear. So even if they're not physically injured, they can actually go down just from dehydration and stuff.
Patriot Warrior is important because when you get deployed, you never know who you're going to work with. I've been deployed once, and we worked with Canadians, we've worked with Army, and it's good to be on the same level, same thought process. We need to know how each branch works so we can come together cohesively to execute the mission.
I am assigned to the ER. So we take care of any wounded that happens to come in. We have one entry point. The exciting part of it is not knowing what you're going to get and the challenge of you being able to fix it. Being a paramedic is a different beast, kind of like a catcher is on a baseball team. It takes a certain kind of mindset. You got to be really quick on your feet to think about it. You got to be very good at problem solving quickly. You have to be able to tune everybody out and just focus in on that one particular patient and what's going around on you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about saving that patient's life.
So we're with the Comptroller Squadron, and we're a small team, but we have a big role in financing the fight. We bring, the funds necessary to obtain all the supplies. In the scenario that was run the other day, we secured an escort and headed downtown to obtain additional cash to make payments. After counting the cash and receiving the cash, our DA left the bank, and he was accosted by two belligerents. And our rules of engagement when it comes to any robbery scenarios is that we don't reach for a 9mm. We're not John Wayne. We turn over the cash.
The thing that's been the most exciting to see is the joint cooperation efforts that we've had alongside of our Army and Navy partners that are out here playing in the exercise for Patriot Warrior. Seeing our folks work hand in hand with our allies. You can come here and make mistakes. When we actually deploy, that's not the time. But the neatest things I've seen is just watching the EMEDs transfer patients to the ERPS folks, our en route patient staging squadron, to get them prepared to move out the patients on board the aircraft alongside the AE field, and then bring folks back in to sustain the fight.
A challenge, it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. It's going to task you. I mean, every one of these tents out here we built.
This is truly a different training animal, and one that everyone should participate in.
Yeah, I definitely tell them to come out and do this, because you get that feedback. You learn a lot of the little tricks and techniques you may not know. What I love about it though is we pull people in from all over different areas, and there's skill sets that people have on the outside that they may not necessarily get to apply in their unit. But not only do they get to apply it here, but they get to share it.
No, I look forward to next year. Planning is already underway for Patriot Warrior 18, and we're going to integrate with the Army CSTX and Global Medic again next year. So I encourage anybody who has the opportunity to come on out to Fort McCoy next year in August 2018.